I was sitting in my small office, with a stack of documents and photographs on the table. Nervously going through them, I tried to find a connection between the missing people and the actions of the police. The police officers I viewed as trusted protectors of society turned out to be corrupt traitors. My sources reported on a secret group of police officers who, by accepting bribes and engaging in criminal schemes, ignored disappearances and crimes in the city. My first step was meeting an informant in a dark alley. He looked ragged and scared, but his words were clear and convincing. He told me about a secret group of police officers known as Shadow Operation. These people were ready to sell their honor and conscience for big money. They not only let crimes pass their attention, but also actively protected criminals, granting them immunity in exchange for bribes. I decided to dive into this black hole and reveal the truth. My investigations took me to the most dangerous corners of the city, where the rules of the law did not apply. I met people whose lives were destroyed due to impunity for criminals. I spoke with the families of the missing. Their despair penetrated my soul. But I couldn't stop. My driving motive was the desire to draw public attention to this problem and bring corrupt police officers to light. Scary and terrible events began to take hold of me as I uncovered more and more details. I was chased by police who didn't want the truth to come out. They set traps for me, waited for me in dark corners, threatened my life. But I didn't give up. I continued my investigation, trying to gather enough evidence to bring this secret group to justice. My steps led me to real scenes, abandoned warehouses, secluded bars, dark alleys. I have encountered dark figures who hid their true faces in the shadows. I felt my sanity being tested and my soul on the verge of breaking. But every new discovery brings me closer to the solution. Despite all the difficulties, I could not stop. My determination only grew stronger because the truth must be revealed. I started digging even deeper, and this led me to an abandoned factory on the outskirts of the city. The building looked ominous, as if it hid terrible secrets. One night, I sneaked inside, carefully making my way through the dark corridors. The rustles and sounds of creaking doors made my skin shiver. Then, in one of the rooms, I came across evidence of police corruption. Secret documents and records were found, confirming their connection with local criminal gangs. But my find did not go unnoticed. I heard footsteps and voices approaching the room. My heartbeat quickened, and I realized that the police had found me. In a panic, I began to look for a way out, but all the doors were locked. I found myself locked in this dark labyrinth, where death seemed inevitable. However, I was not going to give up without a fight. I found a secret passage leading to the factory underground. My heart was beating so hard that I thought it would jump out of my chest. Below, in the darkness, I discovered something terrible. Here the police carried out their illegal experiments on people, turning them into monsters. I saw their distorted faces, heard their cries of suffering. They were victims of a system that was supposed to protect them, but instead betrayed them. My presence aroused their anger. They started hunting for me, and I ran, making my way through dark tunnels and hiding in every nook and corner. My mind was filled with fear, but I couldn't stop. I had to get out and reveal the truth, despite all the dangers. Finally, I managed to get out of the factory and transfer the collected evidence into the hands of government agents. The police officers involved in the corruption were arrested, and the evil that was hiding inside the factory was destroyed. But the price I paid was high. I was haunted by nightmares and dreams about the horrors I saw. My soul was wounded, and I was left with an emptiness in my heart. However, I knew that my work mattered. In the aftermath of the exposé, the city was shaken to its core. The media caught wind of the scandal, and public outrage echoed through the streets. The arrest of the corrupt police officers and the dismantling of the Shadow Operation brought a semblance of justice, but the scars on the city's trust ran deep.
Don't forget subscribe and press like. Thank you for watching.